Hey guys, be sure to check out the Mortar Pod, our weekly video podcast, and also check out the tutorial video for my board game, Travelers of Storia. Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're doing another Khans of Tarkir Swiss draft. I just got done with a pretty intense adult league soccer, rec soccer game, so I am pretty tired, ready to wind down with a draft here. So we got Butcher of the Horde. I think I'm just going to take him. I haven't gotten a chance to play with him yet, but he is pretty insane. And he's worth tickets too, which is kind of nice. So someone told me they think the reason maybe I'm having that error where it like doesn't submit my deck is because I'll wait for the time to go and then I'll click it. So I'm going to try and click a little bit earlier, but there is some other reasonable stuff in here. But yeah, let's just take the big dude. The big man. Alright, well, Highspire Mantis, very good card, and on color with our Butcher of the Horde. Timely Horde Mate lets you return guys to the battlefield. That's not bad. Seeker of the Way, we got a Prowess guy, very good. Trumpet Blast is a card I like with tokeny strategies. And actually, Mardu is the tokeny strategy. It totally is. There's many cards, but I think there's something more. I think the Highspire Mantis, for the most part, is going to be better for us. As much as I like a good 2-drop. In this case, I think Highspire Mantis is just worth taking. I like the... That's just very efficient. 4 mana, 3/3, flying, and trample. A lot of good abilities tacked onto one card. And Throttle is also very good, I guess. Maybe I should just take the removal. I could do that. It's instant speed. I feel like flyers are more of a rare commodity in this format, just from my experience so far. But I'm not sure. I mean, I like the Throttle. I think I like the Highspire Mantis more. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know why exactly I do. I feel like I like it more. Well, Nomad Post. This could be a good opportunity to take it, but I think instead I'm either going to take the Hordling Outburst or this Einok Bondkin, because I don't know. I'm still in the phase where I'm taking fixing late. And early, I'm just taking a bunch of cards I want. So this lets me pick up Trumpet Blasts and get more value out of them. This kind of just builds on its own in a cool way. I like Outlast. It doesn't play as well as I'd hoped it would, but it's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. So if I pick up the Hordling Outburst, it really just makes Trumpet Blasts much better. Maybe people think that's a janky strategy. I don't know. But this guy's uncommon and the Bondkin's common. I don't know. I really don't know. I want to make Hordling Outburst good because I think 3 guys for 3 mana in a Trumpet Blast format could be good, but we'll find out. That's just the way I feel. Alright, Mardu Warshrieker seems pretty good. Smite the Monstrous is good removal. Chief of the Scale. Are these warriors? No, they're just goblins. This is a demon. And that is also not a warrior, but Chief of the Scale still seems pretty good. 2 mana, 2... What? Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? Got past a foil Necropolis Fiend. Okay. Well, yeah. Guess I'll take that then. You don't have to be in Delve to play a 4/5 flyer with Delve. Okay. So Debilitating Injury is cheap removal. Rite of the Serpent is expensive but better removal. And Swift Kick is kind of removal, but not as good as Debilitating Injury or Rite of the Serpent. So, if I thought I needed more early protection, I think I'm just going to take the Debilitating Injury. Ordinarily, I'd probably take... Well, I guess it's situational which one I would take over it, but considering we already have a couple 4-drops and a 9-drop, I just feel like having access to good, cheap removal, like Debilitating Injury, will be best, especially since Debilitating Injury just kills Morph guys straight up. 2 mana kill a Morph dude is very nice. So I like it. Mardu Charm now. Nice. So I can deal 4 damage to a creature. I can get some dudes. I can make them discard. Yeah, I think we're probably just taking that. Also have a Skull Hunter, which is a very, I think a very good card. But I'm going to take the Charm for sure. Okay, so now I can take a Banner. Can take a Tracker. Nothing else really. The Delve Flyer. I don't really have any ways to fill my graveyard yet, and I already have a huge Delve guy, so I'm a little less inclined to take the Scavenger, but I still think he's acceptable. Kind of think I'm going to take the Banner here, because I'm not going to be sad if I miss a tracker or a scavenger, really, but I'm not sure. I guess I'll take the banner. I like the delve guy too, but kind of just want the fixing. Alright, so now we can take a Gurmag Swiftwing, or we can take a Sultai Scavenger now, or we can take a Swift Kick, all of which are fine. I gotta say I'm not terribly impressed with Swiftwing, but we're in colors that definitely get auras, so I could go for it. It's kind of weird, actually. There's nothing wrong with this card per se. It's just, it's not really good in any, like, there's nothing about it that makes it super strong, I guess, is my problem with it. I guess I'll just take the Swift Kick. Fighting is usually beneficial. So now we can take the Morph guy with 5/3 or Morph guy with First Strike. I think First Striking Morph guy is presumably better. They both unmorph for the same amount, but I think I would rather have the... Well, is that true? I don't know. Would I rather have the First Strike? Actually, that's not true. I guess it's tough to say, actually. If I was... There's a lot of 4-power guys in this format, 4 toughness guys too. So in that case, maybe the Bondkin's better? It's actually tough to say. I'm not sure yet. I feel like this is... Oh, tabling that Trumpet Blast is excellent. That really rewards us for picking up that Hordling Outburst, as well as the Mardu Charm. Has a nice little mode for that too. So happily taking Trumpet Blast right here. Very nice potential setup for a deck strategy in pack 1. I guess I'll take the Shatter for the sideboard. I guess I could also just take the Blossoming Sands if there was something in green I wanted to splash, but I think I'm just going to take the Shatter for sideboard. None of these cards really matter. I guess for some reason if I need, I'll just cut red, and if for some reason I need a 0/5 blocker, I can take that. So I could take another Swift Kick, or I could take the War Behemoth. Currently I only have 4 creatures. I wouldn't mind getting some more Morph, I guess. Oh, well, took it anyway. What do you know? Lucky me. And the next card is a Swift Kick, so perfect. People just don't like Swift Kick in this draft, I guess. So far, I would say a very excellent pack 1. Got a very nice rare. Got another very nice rare. And got some good removal, a little bit of a token strategy. I think we're looking pretty good. Here's a tough pick. Do I want the Morph guy that active treasons, or do I want the Arc Lightning? That's actually a really tough... that's a really tough choice for me. I honestly, I'm not sure. I love Arc Lightning, but I think Jeering Instigator could actually get the nod here, believe it or not. I think Active Treason out of nowhere... I guess Active Treason is always out of nowhere, but Active Treason plus a creature, to me, is kind of, what do I say, very good. Actually, it's the reason that I want to take it is if I have 7 mana, I can actually steal their guy and then fight with their guy, which is pretty insane. I know I do actually feel bad about passing Arc Lightning because it's such a strong card, but I'm a big fan of Active Treason, and I would say Active Treason that's on top of a creature is probably worth it. I mean, then again, I guess we're more control-y, but I don't really want to go up ahead. I don't want to go up against Jeering Instigator either. It's just, there's so many bomb creatures in this format. I feel like stealing them and killing them with it is pretty insane. Alright, we could just take the Ride down here. It's a very good card. Otherwise, there's Rite of the Serpent and a Debilitating Injury, but I actually think I like the Ride down more because, I don't know, something about Ride down doesn't seem fair. Something about it. It's like, I attack with my biggest guy, you block with your biggest guy, I kill him, and then my biggest guy still deals damage. That's how I feel like this card reads, and even though it doesn't read like that, that is how it's been played against me multiple times. So we're a little bit creature light to really get the full extent of the value from it, but I think it's that much better than Debilitating Injury. It's also more color intensive, but I'm going to take it anyway because it's early. Alright, so we can take the War Shrieker, but I think we're actually going to take the Ponyback Brigade here. We've got the Trumpet Blast. to get the value out of that. And if I can pick up another Trumpet Blast, we really have a nice little token crazy deck going on. Ruthless Ripper, Briber's Purse, Throttle, War Shrieker, so many good cards. Windscarred Crag, just tons of good cards for us, but I'm going to take the Ponyback Brigade. There's a chance it could table, but I don't feel like risking it. Alright, we get our second Trumpet Blast, and we are in very good shape on this deck that I'm trying to build. So let's keep going for this tokeny thing. I like it. So I'm going to need to pick up some more creatures, but once again, keep in mind, Hordling Outburst and Mardu Charm are creatures in parentheses. Jeskai Student is pretty good. Summit Prowler is good if you have green for like Savage Punches and stuff. Mardu Banner. I think we're just taking the Rough Rider. Yeah, that's just a little bit too good, I think, to pass up, so we'll take it. So, yes, I don't have any fixing yet, but I'm just really happy with all the cards we currently have. I still need some, I'd like to pick up some more creatures, if I could, out of this pack to really reward us for these Trumpet Blasts. So, we'll have to see if we can't make that work. I would really like to get another Hordling Outburst. I would really like to get another Ponyback Brigade. Of course, another Mardu Charm would be a welcome sight as well. Well, I think we're going to take a third Trumpet Blast, believe it or not. I'm trying to think what color I want to minimize the most. I probably can get away with minimizing, well, I was going to say black, but that might be true. Necropolis Fiend's the only heavy black card, and I think it tends to come pretty late in the game anyway. But yeah, let's take a third Trumpet Blast. I know we have a lot of Trumpet Blasts now, but I'm hoping that we can pick up some cheap creatures to really give us something that can aggressively curve out a little bit better. This deck has high potential right now. It really is kind of, because remember, this is like a 3-drop. This thing's kind of like a 3-drop. So, and this guy too. So there's a lot of potentially cheap guys here. Could take the Molting Snakeskin, but I think we'll just take the Salt Road Patrol. That's another 4-drop though, but I guess it works reasonably well with Swift Kick. Barrage of Boulders. It's probably good against us if we're going for tokens, but not that great otherwise. I guess I'll just take the Salt Road Patrol. We are on the hunt for more creatures currently. Alright. Jeskai Student, excellent card with the Trumpet Blast. A couple people actually, on SeemsGoodMagic.com and on YouTube pointed out that I had lethal one game, I think it was a couple drafts ago, with 2 Jeskai Students out and 2 Trumpet Blasts, and for some reason I didn't see it, but, well, I think we ended up losing that match too, unfortunately. But hopefully I've learned my lesson since then, so I guess we'll find out. Well, we could take a second banner, but I'm not really feeling that so much. So I think I'm just going to take the Morphe guy, get another 3-drop in quotations in our deck here. Alright, here's a great 3-drop actually. We'll take the Bloodfire Expert. I like the removal, I like the Rite of the Serpent, but we're creature light and we have Trumpet Blasts, so I really need to try. I really want to maximize our Trumpet Blasts and make them actually do something. It's weird that it put it there. Wow, Briber's Purse? That actually doesn't make sense that it goes that late in my opinion, because Briber's Purse is a very good card. I need to reorganize real quick here. So I'm going to be creature light. I think we're cutting at least one Swift Kick, because I think I would rather play the Briber's Purse than the Swift Kicks, but I guess I'm not exactly sure on that. Do I want to play Rugged Highland? Doesn't really fix for us. I'm not going to play Defiant Strike, so I guess I'll take the fixing for something. I don't know. Mardu Banner, sure, we'll take it, but I don't think we're playing it. Take a Foil Forest and a Mountain. Alright. So, last pack. I do need some fixing, but I also need some creatures. We're currently rocking 14 if you count the Outburst and Mardu Charm, which I do. Here's our Ponyback Brigade. It's a little bit too good for our strategy to pass up here with triple Trumpet Blasts. We are just definitely Men with a plan. So I want the Bloodstain. Oh, wait. Bloodstain Mire. No, never mind. All right. It's a fetch. It's not only worth tickets, but it happens to be perfectly on color with us. That is indeed too good to pass. But I'm really crossing my fingers we can table that Ponyback Brigade because it's just so excellent with what our deck's trying to do. But if that had not been a fetch land, I don't think I would have taken it. Become Immense. Very nice. I think we'll just take the second Jeskai Student. Still very, very good with what we're trying to do. So I think we're just going to minimize black in our deck, and that's actually okay. That's not a huge deal. So we'll focus on the white and the red. And ideally we will have just enough black to ideally, I guess, make the Necropolis Fiend work, but that's not a guarantee yet. Nothing really standing out to me. I think Dead Drop is a good card, but I just don't feel confident enough that we'll have a ton of stuff in graveyard to make it work. I mean, if I have 3 cards in graveyard, it still costs 7 mana, is that right? That's still pretty pricey. I think we just can take the Act of Treason. Are we aggressive enough, though, to make Act of Treason work? It's possible. I'm not going to say I'm confident that we can, but I don't feel like another 4-drop is really in order. And I think we're going to have a hard time making Dead Drop ever cast in this deck. So, alright, we are definitely hunting for more creatures. So I could take the Swiftwing, but kind of feeling the Jeskai Student here. I know there's Windscarred Crag, too, which is also fixing. But I think if I minimize my black, I'm really hoping that I can minimize my black and then maybe not play the Necropolis Fiend, but I don't know, it seems like sacrilege, but I kind of want more creatures, to be honest. With Triple Trumpet Blast, you can't be creature light, and we are currently creature light, so I want the Windscarred Crag, but I gotta take this Jeskai Student. Burn Away is pretty good removal. I'm not gonna deny that. Tormenting Voice is an okay card. Very good with Delve, actually, surprisingly. Since it's not even on the colors with that tribe, right? Burn Away is pretty good. Burn Away is pretty good. Not much else to say about it. I think we just take it. 6 damage is enough to kill most things, I would think. And could actually take the Raider Spoils, huh? With all our tokens. I mean, it's essentially doing what Trumpet Blast does, but not quite as well. I could try it, right? Do I even have a lot of warriors? I guess I've got a decent amount, right? Well, I'm going to take the Burn Away anyway. I like the Raider Spoils, but just not feeling it there. So now it's Sidisi's Pet versus Ruthless Ripper. I think Ruthless Ripper's potentially better because it can be morphed. I guess they both can be morphed, but why? Why do I think Ruthless Ripper's better? I don't know. I do, though. For some reason, Death Touch just seems good to me. More important than Lifelink and Despise. Another Act of Treason. We've got a Firehoof Cavalry. I think we actually, well, I think we actually take the Bloodfell Caves here. I've got enough creatures in theory at this point, so let's just make sure we got our black fixing online. I'm getting just late fixing that's on color, which is great. All right, couple good Mardu cards here. The Horde Chief that gives me a token versus the War Shrieker, which lets me power out morph guys, of which I have quite a few. It also fixes me. Keep that in mind. So I think the Horde Chief actually works better with our Trumpet Blast, so I'm tempted to take that. But War Shrieker is not to be denied. I've got a lot of 4-drops already. I think we're not playing the Swift Kicks. So I think I'm just going to take the thing that generates tokens. But, yeah. Guess we could take the Shambling Attendants. It's certainly a fine card. Heartpiercer Bow is fine too, but I don't think we're playing it. I don't think we're playing the Attendants either, but it's just a good card against us. Molting Snakeskin is something. Witness of the Ages is something. Guess we'll take the Witness. Alright, so we didn't get the Pony back Brigade back, unfortunately, but that's alright. Guess we'll dutiful return, maybe. Alright, Swiftwing now is fine. Start making some cuts. I don't think we're playing the Swift Kicks. Up to a pretty fair amount of creatures now, which is nice. I want to minimize black in this deck, so I don't think Swiftwing seems like a worthwhile. I'll take the Tormenting Voice, but I don't think we're playing it, even though it's not bad. And I'll definitely take the Barrage of Boulders. Alright, so definitely have to make some cuts. I want to sort of take a look at where we're at, and I want to make sure we have enough creatures in this deck. I think we're okay on removal. We didn't end up too bad on the removal front. But I'm going to have to cut some creatures from here, so I really have to decide which ones are worth it and which ones aren't. I think the I think the banner's actually going to go, believe it or not. I'm going to be busy doing other things, so I don't think that I want to play the banner. And I think Witness of the Ages can go. It's just not terribly exciting. I think the Tracker can probably go too. For now, let's cut some lands, just because I like to take a look at where we're at here. So we are splashing black, but this morphs, so that's not a huge deal. I probably could cut it, though, since we're on the splash with it. It's not really worth a splash. Debilitating Injury is not a very exciting splash card either, to be perfectly honest. Let's separate out creatures here and take another look. So Briber's Purse is usually like a 4-drop. This is like 3. This is definitely 3. This guy's 3, and this guy's 3. Alright. So, are we actually going to be able to reliably play Necropolis Fiend? I don't think we are. As much as I like this card, it's not fitting in with the theme of what we're trying to do, so I'm not going to play that. I think I am going to cut the Ruthless Ripper. Not that it's bad, because it's not, but we're splashing black, so for splashing black, I think I'd rather splash for the Bondkin, which morphs for 5. But then again, I could probably cut the Bondkin too, just really minimize black to our rare, a Charm. Debilitating Injury, which may actually get cut too. Between Ride Down, Mardu Charm, Burn Away, Briber's Purse, Act of Treason, and the Jeering Instigator, which is also a 3-drop technically. Alright, so in that case, let me cut Debilitating Injury. Well, we're on our last cut. Okay. So what do I want my last cut to be? I guess not a creature. I do need to make sure I have plenty of creatures for these 3 Trumpet Blasts. So, and this is kind of a creature too. Keep that in mind. So really 16 creatures if you count the Mardu Charm, which I think we can for the purposes of this deck. So maybe I should cut a spell. And I think I'm going to stand by my cut the Debilitating Injury. This is really going to minimize black's impact in our deck. It really is just coming down to what now? I mean, I actually, you know what? I'm going to cut the Bondkin for the Witness. So it minimizes black even more. We literally have 1, 2, 3, 4 black cards in the entire deck. So I really only need 4 sources of black. So Bloodstained Mire, the Caves, and 2 Swamps, and I think we're good on the black front. I only want to run 4. So let's bring that up. Take a look again at our colors. Combine groups. So not super color intensive as far as double colors go, but slightly. The edge goes to red. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sources of red. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, did I do that right? 3, 6, 9 sources of red. 3, 6 sources of white. That's not quite enough. So I'm going to cut 1 mountain. I'm going to add 1 more plains. And then we have 4 sources of black, which is definitely enough. Okay, so I'm going to run it like this. I'm just going to submit now, make sure our deck worked. Hopefully it does. No error message. Submission received. All right. Overall, I think I'm fairly happy with the deck. We ended up with an adequate amount of creatures. We ended up with multiple Trumpet Blasts, which pair well with our Hordeling Outbursts, Ponyback Brigade, Mardu Charm, Jeskai Students. So I think there's enough synergies in this deck to make it work. I think we have some good finishers in Butcher of the Horde and Mardu Rough Rider. So I'm excited to try this out, and I'll see you guys round one.